Yeah, look at you guys. Went by fast, huh? Past 4 years? No? Good evening, everyone. I'm Mr. Dave Lindbeck, principal here at Kingsford High School. And it's my absolutely honor to welcome you to tonight's scholarship presentation. Class of 2025 has been nothing short of remarkable. This is a class defined by excellence, whether leadership, character, academics, music, the arts, or athletics. They have set high standard and left an incredible mark on our school community, and tonight we come together to celebrate their hard work, dedication, academic achievements as we offer scholarships that will help propel them into the next chapter of their lives. Tonight, 80 of our 141 seniors will be offered scholarships, a truly outstanding achievement. And as a class, they will be offered an incredible amount of over $5,575,000 from local donors, national programs, colleges, technical schools. That number speaks not only to the talent and effort of our students, but also the deep support of our community. And on behalf of Kingsford High School, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the donors, whether you have contributed through family donations, trusts, personal gifts. Your generosity is more than a financial gift. It is a legacy that carries forward into the dreams and the futures of these young people. Your support opens doors, fuels ambitions, and helps shape tomorrow's leaders. I also want to acknowledge the scholarship committees. Thank you for the thoughtful and often difficult decisions you make to award these scholarships. We recognize the time, care, and discernment you bring to this important task. And a special thank you to Mr. Nick Guyan, Mr. Derek White, Mr. Justin Cohen for your tremendous work in coordinating tonight's digital presentations, and your efforts make this evening shine. And on behalf of KHS and our students, thank you, Mrs. Rugg. Thank you for capturing tonight's moment so beautifully throughout with your photography. Once again. I'd also like to, for everybody. I would also like to especially recognize Mrs. Jamie Lockhart. We'll get you early. Gonna get you. Mrs. Lockhart is a scholarship coordinator. She has worked tirelessly with students on applications, deadlines, and communications with donors and committees. She wears many hats, and all of them are here to benefit our students. Mrs. Lockhart, your dedication and precision is truly unmatched, and we are so grateful for you again. And to Mrs. Michelle Kleikamp, Mrs. Christina Tell, Mrs. Olson, Mr. Zach Wedge, Mrs. Kenneline Sutton, and Mr. Yonke. Thank you for your unwavering support. And Mrs. Kleikamp continues to be our district historian with the knowledge of the scholarships, and a history and intent is invaluable. And Mr. Wedge and Mrs. Sutton, your daily work guiding and counseling our students help them reach their full potential. Our students are incredibly fortunate to have such a team of dedicated and caring professionals. And now it's my pleasure to introduce and invite Mrs. Jamie Lockhart to the podium and to begin the presentations of scholarships. Please join me in welcoming her with a round of applause. And again, thank you all, and enjoy the celebration tonight.
All right, thank you. I usually keep my speech very short and sweet because I'm very sentimental and I get a little teary-eyed. So thank you to all of the individuals who make this night possible. Our administrators, our counselors, our secretaries, Ms. Bug, all of our donors and our community, most importantly, the students and the families. So thank you for letting me work with your students this year. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Bill Bertoli to the stage to introduce the Americo Ferrucci and the William and Joyce Bertoli Scholarship.
The first scholarship that I'm giving out is the Americo Ferrucci Scholarship. And most of you would not know who Americo Ferrucci was, but I do. He was my science teacher in high school at Kingsford High School. And he was an absolutely amazing man. He demanded that you work as hard as you can, and if you went in there and you worked as hard as you can, you left with one heck of an education. He taught science. He even filled in, was a principal for a few years at the school. He was the principal when my mother graduated from here in 1949. And he retired in 1976. He was the kind of person that when you were in his class as a student, you learned. You had fun, but you really learned a lot. And he expected the best out of everyone that came in. So when I come up here today to give this out, this is a really special award. He's a Kingsford High School legend if you're my age. The winner of the Americo Ferrucci Scholarship is Jacob Crawford. It's a $500 scholarship. Congratulations. This is really special.
Thank you.
The William and Joyce Bertoli Scholarship was a scholarship my parents established. And you have to understand what the reason was for that, of why they established this scholarship. They had a son that I taught science here for over 30 years. They had 3 children graduate from Kingsford High School. My father was heavily involved. He was with the Booster Club and was the president of the Booster Club for a while. They would come in and see things that are going on here. They came to musicals. They came to athletic events. My father kept books at basketball games. And the one thing that impressed the two of them so much was the high character and quality of students that went to Kingsford High School. And so when they wanted to set up a scholarship, they wanted to set up a scholarship for students to go into sciences, because I was a science teacher, and they wanted to set up a scholarship that would honor the high character of the individuals that go to Kingsford High School. And I would have to think the committee has a tough time every year trying to do that, because my experience has taught me there are so many of you sitting in this crowd tonight. There's a lot of good people that go to school here. I live right by the school. I see all the time. And everyone treats you nice. You have a lot to be proud of here, guys. This scholarship it's a renewable scholarship for 4 years. And it's a $2,000 a year scholarship for 4 years. And the winners tonight, the first winner is Jack Walensky. Jack is in here. He's competing in a national computer science contest in Florida right now. The second winner is Anna Avaco. Congratulations. That smile nice for Mrs. Robin.
Next, to present the Toro Scholarship, I'd like to invite Jody Christie to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jody Christie, representing Boss Snowplow, a division of the Toro Company. I want to start by just thanking Kingsford High School for hosting an event like this to be able to recognize such exceptional students, and to the staff for producing such exceptional students again this year. Parents, congratulations, mission accomplished. Students, you did the hard work and you earned it. Congratulations. It is my pleasure to present tonight the Toro Company Scholarship. The Toro Scholarship is awarded to a child or dependent of the Toro Company Boss Snowplow based on academics, leadership, and community involvement. The scholarship is $4,000 renewable for 3 years for a total of $16,000. The recipient tonight is special because I have personally seen her grow up from a young girl that could not even stand on skates to one of the most graceful figure skaters I've ever seen on ice. She's described as kind, hardworking, fun to be around. She has participated in skating, coaching skating, has logged over 400 hours of community service, being active in her church, projects, and Big Brothers and Big Sisters. She plans to pursue an education in the medical field at Marquette University in Milwaukee. So on behalf of Boss Snowplow and the Toro Company, we are pleased to award the scholarship to Addison Paternoster.
Okay, so the next two scholarships I'll be presenting on behalf of the individuals offering them. The first one is the James O. McCash Scholarship, Vocational Scholarship. This marks the second year of the James O. McCash Memorial Vocational Scholarship. The recipient of this scholarship will receive $5,000 per semester for 4 semesters for a grand total of $20,000. The scholarship is open to all schools who participate in the Dickinson-Iron Intermediate School District, which includes Iron Mountain, Kingsford, Norway, North Dickinson, Forest Park, West Iron County, and Niagara. Dave McCash and Corey Paquette, who are here tonight, along with their sister Colleen Lowe, established this scholarship in memory of their father, a man who came from very humble beginnings and through hard work and the help of a supportive wife and family, became a partner in MJ Electric Systems Control, and Boss Snowplow. His sacrifices have likely impacted most of the people in this room and our community in some way. The McCash family is honored to be able to continue their father's generosity, commitment to education, and support of this community by awarding the James O. McCash Vocational Scholarship in the amount of $20,000 to Travis Garvalia. Next is the Tracy Van Dusen Memorial Scholarship. Tracy's family established this scholarship in her memory. She was a 2004 Kingsford High School graduate. Tracy's life was defined by her deep compassion, unwavering loyalty, and boundless love for animals, family, and friends. She was a dedicated mother, a supportive community member, and a woman of strong faith. This scholarship honors her spirit of selflessness and her commitment to others. I am pleased to announce the first recipient of this $500 scholarship to Gage Kuzmich. Now, Tamara Jewell will present the Dickinson Area Community Foundation Scholarships.
Thank you for having me here today. I have a couple things I'd like to say to the seniors. First of all of these scholarships tonight, whether you get a $250 scholarship or a $20,000 scholarship, somebody is putting faith in you for your future. And this is money that does not have to be paid back. It's a wonderful gift for your future. So go out there and do your best and remember where you came from. And down the road, if you have the opportunity, please invest back in the future of the students here at Kingsford High School. So without further ado, I want to show you this booklet that you already have, that you got when you came in. If you take a look at it, I think it's really important that we remember those that have given for our futures. And tonight, the Community Foundation will be awarding $60,900. So that's a pretty large amount of money. So congratulations to all the graduates. The first scholarship I have to award is the Carol Lee Dodge Francis Youth Community Service Scholarship. It's going to a young lady who's going to be a future Wolverine, Audrey Veal. And we're going to be doing a group picture at the end, so if you get one of the Community Foundation scholarships, if you could just wait over on the side. Also, if you are not attending the college that I announce that was on your application, please let us know because your checks will go to the wrong university. So keep that in mind. If you've switched it up a little bit, just give our office a call. Next is the Waves Memorial Swim Scholarship. This is a one-time award in $350. It is going to 2 students tonight. The first one's going to University of Minnesota, Petra Cad, and Sierra Scott. Sierra. Congratulations. Congratulations. Next is the Donna Manco Lizardi Scholarship Fund in memory of Mrs. Lizardi. Going to a student attending Bay College, Isabella Jane, a one-time $500. And feel free to enter from either side of the stage, whichever is easier. Congratulations. Next is the Ron and Angie Tomasoni Memorial Scholarship. It's a one-time award for $500. Going to someone attending Saginaw Valley State. Congratulations to Natalia Provost. The Ron Caviani Scholarship is a $500 one-time award going to a future Spartan, Clara Anderson. Congratulations. The Bill Boccic Memorial Scholarship is valued at $700 this year, going to Travis Garvalia. Congratulations. Thank you. The David G. Corlett Memorial Scholarship for Aspiring Educators. It's a $700 one-time award going to a Wildcat, Addison Kriegel. The Thornbury Family Scholarship is valued at $750 this year. It is a second-term scholarship, so it'll be awarded in January. And this year, it's going to Iona Shilton. On behalf of the Iron Mountain Kingsford Rotary Club, we have 2 scholarships to give away to Flivers this year. The Rotary Club is an international service organization, and they've given over $100,000 back to the community in the form of scholarships. And I know it's one of our most heavily applied for scholarships, so the competition, I'm sure, was very tough. This year, we have one-time award in the amount of $1,000 going to Anna Lee Ivanko. And the second Rotary is a one-time award of $1,700 going to a future Badger, Abigail Prezlowski. I'm not real good at that. Oh, absolutely. Let's make sure it's the right one. The Lenore Moore Gibson Kingsford High School Scholarship is valued at $1,000 over 2 years, going to a Wildcat to be Kaylee Mae Sunquist. It's too quiet. Congratulations. Next, we have the Nurses Memorial Scholarship of Dickinson County. Lord knows we need lots more nurses. So it's a one-time $1,000 award going to a Spartan, Ellery Nash. This one's a little close to my heart. It's the Larry Jewell Memorial Scholarship. It's in honor of my father-in-law, who was in the auto industry for decades, over 50 years. And so in honor of him, our family decided to memorialize his passion for auto mechanics. And we have 2 awards to award this year. There's a one-time award of $1,500 going to Travis Garvalia. Congratulations, Travis. Let's make sure it's the right one. There we go. And the second Larry Jewell Memorial Scholarship is valued at $3,000 over 2 years, Going to a future Husky, Dakota Woodward. You can come right up there. Congratulations. Next is the Millie Hagerup Nursing Scholarship, going to another nursing student. That's going to be a Spartan, $5,000, going to Ellery Nash. Congratulations. This is wonderful. The next is an educator scholarship, which we need more teachers. So the Ann Look Education Scholarship is valued at $6,000 over 4 years, going to Marin Elizabeth Menza. Congratulations. The Kingsford High School Scholarship, we have 3 of those to award this year. One of you has a school that's undetermined, so make sure you let us know that. They're each $6,000. They are spread out over 4 years. And so the 3 recipients of $6,000 each this year are Iona Shilton, Isabella Jane, and Reagan Sue Cram. Okay. Iona? Yep. Okay. Congratulations. There you go. Hi, Reagan. There you go. Congratulations. Next up is the Robert Furgette Scholarship. It's a $6,000 scholarship over 4 years. Going to a young lady attending Alma. Congratulations, Sierra Scott. You're welcome. Congratulations. And the last scholarship I have to award this evening is the Gus K. Newbert Construction Company Scholarship. It's valued at $12,000 over 4 years, going to Gavin Trevelyan. Congratulations, Gavin. Good luck. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Tamara, and the Dickinson Area Community Foundation for this wonderful opportunity for all of our students. Next, I would like to invite Adrienne Taylor to the stage to introduce the Annexted Hope and Inspiration Scholarship recipient.
Hi, thank you for having me. My name is Adrienne Taylor, and I was formally awarded the Hope and Inspiration Scholarship while attending Kingsford, and I am now a proud alumnus of Northern Michigan University as of last weekend. I have been asked by the Annexted Foundation to present this year's award, and I am eternally grateful to have this opportunity. In the spirit of goodwill and charity, the Annexteds chose to express their gratitude to the Foundation's former executive director, who had been a part of the Foundation from its inception until retiring in recent years, by establishing a scholarship at Kingsford High School in the UP here, where the executive director grew up. The foundation partners with Kingsford High School and other institutions in the state of Michigan to provide a scholarship to further the education of a student who has overcome a personal or family hardship and has demonstrated high academic excellence and a strong moral character. In combination with federal and state grants, work study, institutional grants, and scholarships, the goal for the scholarship is to help students graduate in 4 years as close to debt-free as possible. It is my extreme honor to award this year's Hope and Inspiration Scholarship to Penelope Garver.
Next, I would like to invite Steve Huglin to introduce the Rita Huglin Memorial Scholarship recipient.
So I'm Steve Huglin. I'm kind of nervous, so bear with me. I got to tell you a little about my wife. This is the Rita Huglin Memorial Scholarship. It's in memory of her life. Just to let you know, we were married for 50 years, and she was diagnosed with cancer in 2015. She fought the good fight for many years, and she passed away July 9th of 2024. But she just loved sports. She loved every kind of sports. In high school, she was one of the varsity cheerleaders. She couldn't play baseball or volleyball because there was no such thing as girls volleyball back in the 70s, early 70s. But right after she graduated, she started playing softball. It's a slow pitch, not fast pitch like it is anymore. But I remember seeing a headline in the newspaper. It says, "Huglin hits Grand Slam home run." And I said, "Wow, that's amazing," and I said, quite a few years, I asked her, "Do you remember that?" She said, "No, I don't remember doing that." So it just goes to show you, hitting home runs is not the big thing in life, Then she went on. We moved here in 1989. She said, "You should move, we should go there." So it was probably the best move we ever had in our life. Came here, and we moved to Norway, Michigan. And Rita volunteered at Norway High School for quite a few years, and then she started coaching volleyball. She coached freshmen and then JV. And then, as it turned out, probably the best thing that ever happened to her, they decided to go in a different direction. She came over here to Kingsford. And at Kingsford, she volunteered as a helper out coach, and then I think she coached freshmen for 1 year. And after that, she just did whatever she could to help out the whole volleyball team, So anyway, that was her love. She found her niche here at Kingsford High School volleyball because of both the players, because of the coaches, because of the parents. So there's many things I could say about that, but this year they decided to dedicate their whole season to Rita's memory because she did so much. She did the little flivvers, and I said, "Why do you do this?" She's all these different checks and cash and all these different, applications, and she'd take them all home and she'd sort them out and make sure that they had the right T-shirt size and everything. And I said, "Why do you do that? You don't have to do that." She said, "I do that because then the coaches can have time to actually coach the players and not do the medial task of doing those things." So that's something that I thought was very special. I didn't even know that she meant so much to the volleyball program until after she passed away. And then the girls, how they showed me so much love. But, I followed the girls the whole season. They dedicated their whole season to Rita's memory. I followed them up to Calumet, and I see them beat the #1 team in the UP in 3 straight sets. And I followed them, and I watched them lose a heartbreaker in Manistee, you know. So I just remember what they have written on the back of their warm-up. It says, don't let a game define who you are. Let how you live your life do that. You know, so that was something very special this whole year. A couple of thank yous I want to say to a couple of people. First, you know, the 6 seniors that played this year, I don't know if you know that, but when Rita was going downhill pretty fast, they came over in their prom dresses. This is the prom last year. They were all juniors. They came over before they went out to the dance, and a very big night for a junior. They came over in their prom dresses, and they took a beautiful picture of Rita, and then they made it for us, duplicate, so I got that hanging on the wall. It's a wonderful memory. And then, so those 6 seniors I want to thank especially. And then a special thank you to Anna Bordolini. She is not only a gifted athlete, she is also a great artist. She drew a picture of a hummingbird. Now, a hummingbird was my wife's favorite bird. She just loved watching the hummingbirds. And she drew a beautiful, charcoal, graphite, something like that. And I got it hanging on my wall at home in remembrance of my wife. So, and then a couple of thank yous to the coaches. The Kreider family, the Momont family, they came over to my house and built a wheelchair ramp. They designed and built a wheelchair ramp when my wife couldn't get around anymore. You know, unfortunately, she didn't really go too much out in a wheelchair, and then she was bedridden after that. So that would be a thank you. Then there's one more thank you is for Marin Menza. She did something that I thought was pretty special. On the night of a senior night, I bought 6 roses for the 6 senior girls that are playing, but I didn't know that Marin was a senior. So I'm sitting with 6 roses, and Marin's the first one that comes out, and of course I'm out there giving her the rose, and so then the next one came out, a 6 rose, and Marin, he's kind of behind the girls. He said, "You don't have enough flowers, do you?" I said, "No, I didn't know you were a senior." She gave me her flower. So that little act of unselfish kindness prevented me from looking like a real idiot, you know. So, Marin, I say thank you for that. The girls, they wrote Rita's name on one of their shoes and Philippians 4:13 on the other part of their shoes. And why did they write Philippians 4:13? That was one of my wife's favorite Bible verses, you know, and we talked about it one night at one of the team meetings. You know, Philippians 4:13, you probably know what it says, right? I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. But we also found out it's really not about how you win a game, it's about how you live your life. You know, and, Paul writes in 2 verses before that, I've learned to be content whether I have plenty or whether I'm in need, whether I'm going through good times or bad times. Because believe me, you're going to go through some hard times and you're going to go through some good times. So just remember, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. So this was a really, really hard decision because these 6 senior girls showed me so much love that, you know, I didn't even realize that Rita meant so much to them or they meant so much to her. But I chose a girl that I thought has the same heart that Rita has. She wants to help out as much as she can. She volunteers, and I think she has a real heart for helping others. So that's why this $5,000 scholarship goes to Kaylee Sundquist.
Next, I would like to introduce Kathy Spice to the stage to introduce the American Association of University Women's Scholarships.
Mr. Hugland, you're a hard act to follow. And my daughter knew Rita also, and we have very fond memories of her, and my daughter graduated a long time ago. I'm here tonight to award 2 scholarships from the American Association of University Women. The first one is a traditional scholarship, and it will be awarded to a female applicant from Florence, Iron Mountain, Kingsford, Niagara, North Dickinson, or Norway High School. They must be accepted at an accredited 4-year college or university and enrolled in a 4-year or more program of studies. They must be in good scholastic standing, and our award is based on scholarship, community and school service, and honors, and a written essay. The topic of the essay was choose a current women's issue and discuss one or more of the possible solutions. This year, our committee read about 24 essays, I believe, and they were all very, very well written, and it's nice to know what our young people are thinking and what they're planning in their future. I'm very pleased to announce a scholarship in the amount of $2,500, a one-time award, and this will be given to Anna Ivanko, and she will be attending Grand Valley State. The second scholarship that I'm awarding is the Heffler Scholarship. The Eleanor M. Heffler Scholarship was established by the Heffler family in 1987. By the way, Anna's Scholarship was established in 1923, and it's been given every year. I think that's pretty incredible. This scholarship can be awarded to either a senior boy or a girl from Iron Mountain or Kingsford who will pursue studies in communications, performing arts, visual arts, or English. They must be accepted at an accredited 4-year college in good scholastic standing and based on scholarship, class standing, community and school activities and honors, and a written essay. The student discussed their aspirations in their chosen field of study and how they plan to achieve them. This is also a one-time award in the amount of $2,500, and I am pleased to offer this to Taylor Koski, who will be going to U of M. It's a long history. How we got here.
Thank you. Next, I would like to invite Nikki Yonk and Matt Moore to the stage to introduce the Run Iron Mountain Half Marathon Scholarships.
Hello, my name is Matt, Nikki obviously. We're here representing Run Iron Mountain. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We annually organize the Dickinson County's only half marathon. We're focused on providing an event that promotes fitness for the entire family. The pride we have for our wonderful community, giving back to local nonprofits. We recognize that a half marathon may not be for everybody. I'm not much of a runner at all. So, I get it. Which is why we also offer a half marathon relay, 10K, 5K, and 1 mile options. This year's race is Saturday, September 20th, and we hope to see many of you out there, participants, volunteers, or just cheering on our races. Our community, we depend on you guys to support us, and you guys have done an awesome job so far. You can go to runironmountain.net, check out our social media, Facebook, Instagram. This charity event gives back proceeds to local nonprofits such as the Dickinson County Cancer Unit Loan Closet, Northwoods Air Lifeline, and as well as scholarships to the seniors that we're going to be presenting to from Dickinson County schools.
So this year, we received applications from a number of deserving students, many from this very school. You made it a tough decision for us. But we did end up choosing 2 Kingsford High School students whose applications really stood out. And I'll have you wait, and I'll call you both up together. The first is Clara Anderson, who submitted an excellent essay about her personal experience with running. And as every runner knows, it isn't necessarily about going out there and winning races. It's a process with highs and lows and personal growth. We really related to Clara's story of her running journey. The second is Lily Villringer, who made an impact on us with her history of participation and volunteering with our particular event over many years, and we definitely want to recognize and encourage that. We also liked how Lily wrote in her essay about running as a community, which our organization constantly tries to promote. And these scholarships are one-time only for $1,500. So if Clara and Lily can join us up here. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Next up, Mr. Ben Shirk will introduce the Kingsford Music Booster Don Holmes Memorial Scholarship and the Joan Hoffman Memorial Scholarship.
What a pleasure to be up here again. It's been a while. Good to see you all. I mean, it's been a while, you know. I fell asleep under a tree and all of a sudden, the first award we're going to give is Don Holmes Scholarship, Memorial Scholarship. And it's hard to get a memorial scholarship if you don't remember him. I think he's been passed away now for 9 years, so just a little bit about him. He had 2 sons, Casey and Stephen, who were both drummers and played in the band, and he came in with the oldest one and started kind of hanging with the guys in the back. He's a wonderful young man, worked at Verso at the time, electrician, and except for his kids and wife, that's just about what he did mostly all year, just take care of them. And he started noticing things in the percussion, saying, well, you know, those bass drums, they're getting chipped, they need to be fixed. Can I take them home, fix them? Yeah, take them home. He'd take them home and fix them, bring them back, and he would be there early before the kids came in for a game, and they started developing a real family and a real unity, something that we really prize. And he told me that he found something special being with these kids, and like Mr. Hugland was saying, the love that they showed him and accepting him, and he was always there. What you might not know or might remember when you were young is some of those night shows with lots of fire on the field. That was Don Holmes. When I came in, I had a couple of light bulbs and a sparkler, and that was it. He's like, Shirk, come on over to my house. I want to show you something. He lived out on Collins Road. So I'd drive out there at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and he'd be blowing up stuff in his backyard. Propane bags full of, just things. He'd drive in and be blind, see little green things, and then he'd bring it out to the field safely. And he just loved doing that for the kids. So This young man who's receiving this award is just like that. He'll give his all. Pleased to say I know him personally, and he's a hard worker and loves the band, loves the group. So the Holmesy Scholarship goes, by the way, this is a $500 scholarship, to Riley Dukes. So as a side note, I picked up electric bass, which I'd always wanted to do, but never had time since I retired, and I don't do anything in music since I retired, except I started playing this bass, and Riley and I play at church together. So that's fun. But I didn't pick the scholarship. It had nothing to do with it. And this next scholarship is in memory of Joan Hoffman, and her daughter Karen contacted me a month or so ago and asked if I'd present it. One thing people don't know is that Joan actually started in the music department as my music aide, so I got to know her quite well. Just an absolutely wonderful woman. She was organized to a T. She was able to set boundaries for herself that I wish I could have attained. You know, like when Mrs. Jewell's up here saying, "Too quiet." I know you guys. It's never been that quiet, ever. And she was able to do that and eventually became librarian. And I asked Karen, her daughter, I said, what is it that you want me to tell them to remember you by? And she said, I want them to know that Joan, my mother, just absolutely loved to read. It was her passion. And being a librarian really brings that through. And I have to say, I don't know this person. It's a $500 scholarship. But Taylor, I hope you're a reader. Taylor Koski. Congratulations. So are you a reader?
Has he?
Good.
I'd like to invite Sarah Jokla to the stage to introduce the Writing Township Education Association Scholarship.
Hello, I am the treasurer for the Writing Township Education Association, and this year we are very happy and I'm very honored to award a $500 scholarship to Rachel Hackstock.
Now, if Renee Lindholm could join me on the stage to introduce the KHS Academic Booster Club Scholarships.
Hi. As the Academic Booster Club president, I am honored to offer these scholarships. The KHS ABC Scholarship was first established 7 years ago and is offered to students who positively represent KHS, mainly in the qualities of academics and character. This scholarship would not be possible without the support of Flavor Nation for the ABC's singular fundraiser, Cow Bingo, happening May 17th. Get your tickets now. I am proud to award $500 each to this year's recipients of the Academic Booster Club Scholarship. All right, I'm going to call all of you up and then hand them out, and then we'll take a picture. Clara Anderson. Reed DeGroot. Kaylin Hernandez. Anna Ivaco. Gavin Moore.
Addison Paternoster, Sierra Scott, Libby Vross, Romer White, and Jack Walensky.
Now I'd like to invite Zach Fix to the stage to introduce the KHS Student Council Scholarships.
Hello, everyone. For KHS students involved in Student Council, they are provided with amazing opportunities to develop leadership skills and build on school spirit by organizing and carrying out school activities and service projects. We are very proud of the accomplishments of the KHS Student Council. On behalf of our members and the student body as a whole, I'm happy to present the following seniors with the KHS Student Council Scholarship. Taylor Koski, Hunter Giza, Madeline Kreider, Ellery Nash, and Jack Walensky. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Now, if Mary Hofer and Sarah Lassard could come to the stage to introduce the Kingsford Middle School Scholarship.
All right, you give a teacher a microphone. Look out, we're ready here. Side note, I just wanted to just say to Steve Huglin, if he's still here, Steve and Rita, there they are. They're my next door neighbors, and they are wonderful people, and she was a wonderful woman. They put up with my dog barking, and he barks 24/7 every day. So I just wanted to tell you that. Rita was a wonderful woman. 2025 Kingsford Middle School Scholarship. We took probably a 5-year hiatus when COVID hit. Not really sure why, we just didn't do it. So this is the first one, 2. Pretty proud to say we're giving out 2 $1,000 scholarships, which is better than Woodland and better than the high school. I just want to point that out. No, I'm just kidding. So I am going to challenge the high school in Woodland to come up with some more cash for next year. And I want to thank, obviously, by the way, this is Mrs. Lassard. She was real happy to come with me tonight up here. I want to thank, obviously, we're going to thank all the middle school teachers because we were relentless in getting this money. And by the way, there's still 2 teachers who didn't pay their money yet. And I won't name them yet. But I just want to thank, first of all, Mrs. Garvalia and Mrs. Nash, our leaders at the middle school, which we love very much. They came up with the T-shirt. We have T-shirts that say, of course, now I can't remember because I'm talking about it. It's for the scholarship.
And we have hoodie sweatshirts, and the great thing about that is we were able to raise another $1,000 from that alone, and that strictly goes to the administration. And it was a win for the teachers because we got to wear jeans another day during the week, Wednesday and Friday. So I'm going to let Mrs. Lassard here. One more thing, how we pick them. Anyone who had me as a student knows we don't like as teachers picking. Never did. So we had a panel. You know, we had awesome. The 2025 class, we're not supposed to have favorites, but the 2025 class is an incredibly athletic, talented, smart, just cute kids, you know, what we say in the middle school, just a good group. So it was really hard to pick, but we had a panel, they had the criteria, or we had the criteria, and we picked two, so we went one boy and one girl, and I'm gonna let Sarah say who those winners are.
The recipients of the KMS scholarships this year are Ellery Nash and Jackson Buckley.
Next up is the Alumni and Friends Scholarship. I'd like to invite Jen Anderson to present.
Good evening. Congratulations to the Kingsford class of 2025. It's a true honor to join you this evening on behalf of the Kingsford High School alumni. As a proud alum of the class of 1986 and parents of 2 Kingsford graduates, I represent 3 generations of Flivver pride. This school has not only shaped our lives, but also laid the foundation for its future successes. Tonight, I have the distinct privilege of awarding the Kingsford Alumni Scholarship. This scholarship is more than a financial award. It's a symbol of the enduring bond that we share as members of the Kingsford community. It represents the commitment of past graduates to support the aspiration of future ones. To the graduating class, as you move forward to the next chapter of your lives, whether college, the workforce, or other endeavors, I encourage you to carry on the values and the education that you've received here at Kingsford. Remember the strength of this community and the support that surrounds you. Perhaps one day you will find yourself in a position to give back, continuing the legacy of generosity and the support that defines the friends and family of the KHS Alumni Scholarship. This evening, I'm proud to announce the 5 deserving members of the class of 2025. You will each receive a $2,000 scholarship to help pursue your dreams. I'll name all 5, and then you can come on over. Sophie Carlson, Hayden Haynes, Nicholas Roll, Carly Smith, and Mason Tappy.
Next is the Kathleen Temple Novicus Scholarship, and Kathy is on her way to the stage.
Good evening. My name is Kathy Novickas, and I have the privilege of presenting this year's Kathleen Temple Novickas Scholarship in the amount of $2,000. Each year, this scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior with an emphasis on their acquired leadership skills and volunteer work they have achieved throughout their high school career. Tonight's recipient has served our community with over 400 hours of service and has received an impressive list of awards while playing sports and maintaining an all-A's honor roll for 6 semesters. As she wrote in her essay, she has learned that personal growth often comes from selflessness and supporting others. This evening, I'm extremely proud and honored to present the 2025 Novickas Scholarship to Audrey Veal.
Next, Brandon Urkela is here to present the Brandon P. Urkela Scholarship.
Hello, my name is Brandon Urkela. I'm employed in the pharmaceutical industry and as an assistant hockey coach for St. Norbert College women's hockey. I'm a 2003 graduate of Kingsford High School and 2008 graduate of Northern Michigan University. In a few short weeks, you will all be doing something pretty crazy, which is leaving the only thing you've ever really known. To this point, you've shown up, you've gone to class, everything's been planned out for you. You go on break, you come back the next year and do it again, right? In a few short weeks, that's going to change. For a lot of you, you're leaving the only house you ever knew. You're leaving the only roommates you've ever known. And for a lot of you, you're leaving the only little part of the world that you've ever called home, which can be a big thing, right? So I kind of thought, what would I tell myself 20 years ago, 22 years ago, if I could, to make myself feel better? And it's really simple. It's okay if you're nervous. It's okay if you're scared. It's okay if you are thinking right now, can I do this? Is this too much? It's okay to be homesick. It's okay to call home crying. It's okay to change roommates. It's okay to change classes. Heck, I spent 5.5 years at NMU because I kept changing classes and I had too much fun. There's nothing wrong with that. Unless your parents are paying for it, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Going off that again, you can change majors. I don't care if you're telling the entire world you're going to go. I said I was going to be a cop. That lasted a year. And then I was going to be a teacher, and I graduated with that. Now I sell pills legally. But you can change majors. You don't have to graduate in 4 years, except for that young woman who won that wonderful award where you have to graduate. She's a different story, right? My main point of all of this rambling is this. You guys are surrounded right now by people who care about you, by people who will not let you fail, by people who know you're going to do great. And you are. And it's your parents, it's your teachers, it's your family that's here, and strangers like myself who are willing to get up here, spend time, and give our own money on strangers, you guys, knowing that you're going to be great and investing in you guys. The only thing I ask within the next 20 years, get up on stage with your hard-earned money and tell some scared kid sitting out in the crowd that he or she is going to be okay. This is a $1,000 scholarship. Congratulations to Mr. Connor Watts.
Next, I would like to invite Christine Saracati to the stage to introduce the Delta Kappa Gamma Scholarship.
Delta Kappa Gamma is a society to encourage women in education. When I went to high school, All of my high school teachers were males. When my mother was a teacher, she got married and she was no longer allowed to be a teacher. So times have really changed. It is my pleasure to present this scholarship from Delta Kappa Gamma to encourage one of your women to go into education and make a difference in lives. It is my pleasure to give this $500 scholarship to Myron Menza.
Next, Wyatt Gibler will join us on stage to introduce the Gibler Scholarships.
All right, good evening, everyone. It's an honor to stand before you tonight as we celebrate our graduates. Now, graduates, I know what you're going through. I was sitting there just a few years ago, and this year in June, I graduate from college. Now, I know what you're thinking. 2, 4, 6, maybe 8 years more of college sounds horrible, but it does go by pretty fast, let me tell you. Now, our Gibler scholarships, when we look at the scholarships, it's kind of hard to gauge it, right? We got GPAs, we got community service hours, we got letters of recommendation. It's always hard to pick the right student. At our Gibler scholarships, we always try to vet them with an essay. We have 3 scholarships, the Gibler Scholarship of Medicine, Gibler Scholarship of Business, and our Transfer Scholarship, each with a unique essay that kind of takes the student to that next level. Now, we've been doing this for 4 years, and that means 4 years of reading these essays that have made us laugh, cry, reflect, and most importantly, believe in our next generations. What started as a small family-led effort to give back to our local community has evolved into a meaningful tradition that reminds us every year why investing in our young people is the most important thing we can do. This foundation isn't just about financial support. It's about highlighting their stories, those quiet struggles, those personal convictions, and the lived experiences that you students have shaped into. Tonight, we're not just handing out scholarships, we're honoring their journey. We recognize the courage it takes to speak their truth on paper and the strength to keep moving forward. Now, let me start with one of those journeys. Our first scholarship recipient wrote with a purpose that was impossible to ignore. From the beginning of their essay, it was clear this is someone who knows exactly what they want to do, and more importantly, where they want to do it. They have known for years that the goal is to become a physical therapist. That certainly didn't come from a textbook, and it came from experience. Growing up inside their mother's clinic, they watched patients heal, recover, and grow stronger under their mother's care. From the age of 3, asking questions about the human body, fascinated about how movement and nutrition affect our health. But what left the most significant mark wasn't just the science, it was the love, patience, and commitment their mother gave to every patient. That example sparked their calling. Writing with urgency about the health challenges facing our future generations with chronic pain, mental health struggles, and the impact of sedentary lifestyles, but instead of simply pointing out to the problem, they offered a solution. They want to be part of the answer. Not in a big city, not far from home, but here. Planning to return to Kingsford with a doctorate in physical therapy, combining their academic experience with their experience as an athlete to open a physical therapy and athletic training center right in our hometown. The dream is not to help young athletes and everyday people access this care, training, and support they often have to travel hours to find elsewhere. Instead, of leaving their place behind, they want to bring it home. The recipient of the Gibler Scholarship in Medicine is Morgan Slike. Our next scholarship is for business, and this next recipient approached the business prompt with a broader vision, not one centered on personal career goals, but an economic future of the Upper Peninsula itself. Her essay wasn't about numbers or profits, it was about home. It was about the UP's deep industrial history and how we've slowly watched that foundations erode as factories closed, jobs vanished, and production moved elsewhere. But instead of simply lamenting that loss, she asked a powerful question. What if we brought it back? What if the Upper Peninsula became a place where we didn't just drive cars, but we built the parts that made them run again? What if the skills, space, and spirit of this region were put to the use manufacturing again? Not just nostalgia, but for economic resilience and opportunity. Her paper made a compelling case for why we should invest in bringing automotive parts production back to rural places like ours to create jobs and re-anchor communities that have long been left out of modern conversations. It was a reminder that businesses isn't just about individual gain, it's about the community impact. When someone uses their education to imagine a better future for their hometown, that's precisely the kind of thinking we want to support. Thank you for seeing the potential in this place and for challenging us to imagine more for our region. The recipient of the Gibler Scholarship of Business is Kayla Brackett. Now, usually each year when I give these speeches, I always start with the Gibler Transfer Scholarship. Year after year, it's the one that speaks to me most because that's something that's compelling about changing your path, making a hard decision, and then kind of owning it, something I had to do when I transferred to Kingsford. Something I experienced all too well. But this year, this one deserved to be last. Our final recipient wrote a paper that I haven't been able to stop thinking about since I first read it months ago. Not because of the story itself, but because of the honesty it took to tell it. He wrote about what it felt like to grow up inside a bubble, attending a Christian school, surrounded by the same beliefs, the same people, same way of thinking for 10 years, something I resonate and know all too well. And then all at once, stepping out of that bubble and into a completely different world, public high school, a world where people kind of curse casually, joked about serious things, and didn't just challenge his values, they didn't share them at all. He described what many young men go through but rarely say out loud, trying to fit in by sacrificing who they were. He started to drift, he lost his grounding. Slowly, he noticed himself letting go of the very things that made him unique, his faith, his virtues, his voice. He traded confidence for silence, conviction for popularity, and started blending in to avoid standing out. And then something changed. He got tired of losing himself. Tired of pretending, he swallowed his pride and turned to his parents. Their advice was simple: take it to God. And even though he hadn't taken prayer seriously before, he gave it a shot. It wasn't a magical fix, but it was the first real moment of taking his identity back. Slowly, he let go of his shame. He stopped caring what others thought. He found joy in being loud again, and being kind again, and being himself again. He learned that what many adults still haven't, that overcoming pride and insecurity isn't weakness, that's what courage is. I felt his words deeply because I've been there. Many of us have, questioning our place, our worth, our faith, wondering if we're enough just as we are. But his story is proof that rediscovering who you are and holding on to it no matter who's watching, that is real strength. Congratulations to the recipient of the Gibler Transfer Scholarship, Benjamin Fernetti. Thank you to our 3 scholarship recipients, Benjamin, Kayla, and Morgan. Thank you for being open, for being honest with us, for reminding us what strength, passion, and compassion look like. Tonight is not just the celebration of what you've done, it's a moment of belief in everything you're still becoming. Congratulations to all the 2025 recipients, and may your stories continue to inspire more.
Next is the Merriman Farmers Union Scholarship, and I'd like to introduce Jim Sparpani and Heather Wellner.
Good morning. Oh, wait a minute. See, when you're retired, you can call morning whenever you would like. But it's an honor to be here this evening and say congratulations to the 59th graduating class out of Kingsford High School. It's quite a building. I remember sitting in the other school watching it be built, but that will come later. The Merriman Farmers Union was organized in 1937. And when it first organized, it was about helping their fellow farmers. Because back then, you were lucky if you had a tractor. I know my dad talked about being 13 years old and watching the school bus go by while he was plowing the field with the horses. And my dad loved education. And he cried every day when that school bus went by. And he did go to Kingsford High School. But as the small farm faded away, education became very important. Because children of small farmers had no future in farming. I remember my mother talking when I got a little bit older, that one week, their milk check was $25. Oh, this is a lady who cooked for 11 people every day. Now, how many go out to McDonald's and spend $20 on one meal? So as we got older, they decided farming wasn't the future. Farming or education was. So in about the late 50s, they started the Merriman Farm Union Scholarship. And I received that scholarship in 1966. Now hang on to your seats. It was the sum total of $100. But back then, it was $150 a semester for school. So I still had to come up with $50. And as the years have gone by, education got more and more important. And so this is my daughter. She's a graduate of University of Minnesota, by the way. So that Farm Union Scholarship helped her go to school. So this year, we were able to give out actually five $500 scholarships that we raise one day a year or 5 days a year at the county fair. And then we give all the money away. But it's very important to give it back to the community and the kids. This year, I said we gave out 5. One scholarship we gave out was from a different school. but the scholarship is available to all the schools in Dickinson County. And we did that because at one time there were 3 farmers' unions in the county. Now we are the only one. And we thought we should honor the other schools. So this evening, we're going to award here 4 $500 scholarships. So please come forward when I call your name. Travis Garvalia. Anna Ivaku. Eden Janowski. I hope I said that. Oh, Janishek, I'm sorry. I should know that name. I went to school at Janishek's.
You're good. Thank you.
Where's the-
You gave Anna the wrong one.
Oh, you gave her the wrong one? I'm sorry. And Wyatt Shippey.
No, you're on the wrong ones, Dad.
Huh?
You got
That's
the wrong
for the next
ones.
one.
Oh, I didn't.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this one.
Oh. You might as well wait.
Yeah.
I can goof yours up later. Natalia Provost. They had the 2 of them mixed up. Yeah, you want to come up? Or? Okay. You're not done with me yet. Oh, you're going to give, I can just go, right? I am still Jim Sparpenny. And you can't tell me what class number you are, because I was Kingsford High School class of 66, the first senior class to sit where you're sitting today. 59 years ago, we talked at our class meeting. We can't believe next year it's going to be 60 years. And like I said, Bill Bertoli talked about Mr. Ferrucci. I used to sit in Mr. Ferrucci's class and stare out the window and watch him build this building. And I could get away with some of that stuff because he knew me since I've been that big. But when we walked through the doors our first year, and the first day of school, if you had came in and sat down in here, you'd be sitting on the floor because they didn't even have chairs. And you are sitting in the original chairs from 1965. So as we got older, our class, I should say, we decided that it's time we give back for what to the upcoming generations that are graduating. In fact, I look around the room and I see, because I worked here for 37 years. I worked in custodial maintenance and bus driver. And I look around and I see a lot of your teachers that I hauled on the school bus. Or that I remember when they were hired. And they made their dream. My dream, just like you are, were just to get out of high school. But I was 57th out of 164 or 5. And I've done things, this being one of them in my life, that I never, ever thought I'd ever do. Even though I worked here 57 years, but I also worked in education because it was my job to help the staff and the students have the best school they ever could attend. And beyond that, even though I had a couple years of college, I became involved in the MEA, and I got to become a national diversity trainer for the National Education Association sent this youper to places like Texas, New Hampshire, Florida. So if someone says to you, you're not going to make it, here I am. You can be whatever you want to be. So tonight, from the class of 66, I'm honored to hand out 2 awards, and they're the right ones this time, right? To Anna Ivako and Wyatt Chippy. Congratulations again. Congratulations. Sorry about the goof up.
Now I'd like to introduce Rob Graham to the stage for the KHS Class of 1997 Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Robert Graham, and I'm a graduate of the class of 1997. It's truly an honor to be here today to speak on behalf of our class. It's hard to believe that nearly 30 years have passed since we were in your shoes, on the brink of pursuing our dreams and ambitions, surrounded by the support of friends, family, our community, and the incredible faculty and staff here at Kingsford High School. To give a little something back, our class has established a scholarship in the amount of $1,997 to support students like you, driven, passionate, and eager to go out and make a difference. Each year, we will highlight a different area of focus to offer this scholarship, whether it be the arts, sciences, skilled trades, or those entering community service, because we know that success in leadership comes in many different forms. This year marks our inaugural scholarship. You all made it very, very difficult for us our first time doing this. Every student who applied brought something unique and meaningful to the table. We put a lot of care and thought into our selection process, and honestly, we could have picked any single one of you because you all did amazing. In the end, we could only choose one. Our recipient truly embodies the spirit of our class and the values that define this school and community. This recipient has excelled academically, has been deeply involved in both in school and the broader community, and possesses a passionate vision for the future. With that, it's our honor to recognize Libby Vross as this year's recipient.
Next, presenting the Northland Women for Education, Kristen Matson.
My name's Kristen Matson, as she said, but some of you might recognize me, as I am not only proud to be a member of Northland for Women for Education, but also have a senior graduating with you, my daughter Kaylin Hernandez, whom in all fairness was not allowed to apply for this scholarship. So I am very proud to be a member of Northland Women for Education. I'm their current treasurer. We are just a local group of 10 women. Just 10 women, some of them were teachers. I'm also the youngest member, by the way. Just 10 of us that were able to raise money in different ways throughout the year and have enough to give away 2 $1,000 scholarships. And one of those scholarships goes to a Kingsford graduate. This student is attending Bay College for elementary education, and this student's name is Sarah Griffin.
Next is the Kingsford Athletic Booster Club Scholarship. Brad Kroll will be presenting.
Good evening. On behalf of the Kingsford Athletic Booster Club, I'm honored to give this scholarship for 2025. For this scholarship, we ask our student athletes to write an essay about what being a flivver meant to them. The essays we received were very powerful, many speaking about how being a flivver represented being a beacon for the community and an opportunity to give back. Some wrote about the adversity they had encountered in a competitive loss and how this drove them to be better. In reading all these essays, I can say with confidence that we have a great group of student athletes and young adults that are ready to move on to their next chapter in life and continue to give back just as they have over the last 4 years to the Kingsford community. To me, that is exactly what being a flivver truly is: pillar for the community and a role model to others. Due to the efforts of the Booster Club and the countless volunteers that help in our cause, we were able to award 4 scholarships, selecting 2 females and 2 males, each in the amount of $750. We thank all of our volunteers that have given their time and effort in order to allow us this great opportunity for our student athletes, both today and in the future. The recipients of the 2025 Kingsford High School Athletic Booster Club Scholarship are for the females, Aubrey Phillips and Libby Vross, and for the males, Gavin Trevelyan and Morgan Slike.
Next, I'd like to invite Martha Mitchell and Mark Lee to the stage to introduce the Beryl and Robert Lee Memorial Scholarships.
Quickly, first, thank you to the staff and the administration at Kingsford High School. Martha and I appreciate very much the chance to come here. And second, congratulations to all of you graduates. You're fantastic young people. But Martha and I were lucky enough to have parents who placed great value in education, and they were incredible at encouraging young people to pursue that education and to pursue their dreams. So we're here tonight to help 2 very talented young people to pursue their dreams in higher education.
We're presenting two $500 scholarships this evening, and the recipients are Addison Kriegel and Marin Menza.
Next is the W. Glenn and Ella Meddy Scholarship, and I'd like to invite Annette Santoni to the stage to introduce.
Congratulations to the class of 2025. In 1938 and 1940, my stepfather and my mother graduated from Kingsford High School. It was where your tennis courts are now. To remember their contributions to our Kingsford school community, our family established the W. Glenn and Ella Carlson Meddy Scholarship. Tonight, I have the privilege to award two $500 scholarships in their honor. The recipients of tonight's awards are their great-granddaughter, Marin Menza, and Samantha Wilson. Thank you.
All right, next is the MJ Electric Invest in the Future Scholarship, and Jason Kreider will be presenting this.
Good evening. It's an honor for me to be here tonight to recognize all the hard work and dedication the entire class of 2025 has put in. I want to share with you three words, three core principles that MJ Electric values and strives for all their employees not to just work with, but live with. Those words are integrity, inspired, and invested. Integrity, how do you act when no one is watching you? Be who you say you are. Your reputation needs to mean everything to you. Inspired, don't settle. Choose action over talk and work hard at it. Invested, be committed to learning and growing. Be committed to serving others, to invest in other people's lives and in the environments that God puts you in. These core values have driven MJ to tremendous success. Our industry is evolving fast, and the need for talented, driven individuals in both the technical and hands-on fields is in very high demand. It's extremely exciting, but we will need your generation to continue to be invested in your coworkers and communities, to be inspired, to grow, and to be challenged, and to live with integrity, knowing all you say and all you do matters. Good luck to all of you as you pursue these values in your next chapter. It is my privilege to present the 2025 MJ Electric Invest in Your Future $8,000 scholarship and company internship to Aubrey Phillips.
I'd like to take a moment to thank all of the presenters that came in this evening. Some of them drove from out of town to present to students, so we really appreciate that. The remainder of tonight's program will be introduced by our staff members, but many outside committees were involved in the selection of students, in addition to our student school committee. All right, thank you. Mr. Holmes is going to join the stage now.
Good evening, everyone, and on behalf of Brighton Township Schools Board of Education, faculty, and staff, just like to congratulate all of the students, the honorees tonight. Thank you to the donors and the presenters. It's a real meaningful night for the Brighton Township School community. The folks you see on the stage, just real quick, there's tireless efforts to make this program go really well. I want to thank them for their efforts, especially Mrs. Lockhart. She's tremendous in her role. And we're very fortunate to have her here to help the students benefit the most. And then lastly, to the students, I just want to say, quite simply stated, Brighton Township Schools and Kingsford High School is a better place to learn, work, or be in the community when we have exceptional student leadership, and we truly do. You are an excellent class, and I want to thank you all for your leadership throughout your school career. You've been a great group to be around, and we appreciate your efforts. Now I'd like to present the John and Stella McNeil Scholarship. There are several, so I believe we take a picture at the end of the program, so recipients, you can walk right across the stage after you get it, go back to your seat, and please stay afterwards for the John and Stella McNeil Scholarship photo. This is now the 22nd year that we are awarding the McNeil College and Vocational Scholarships. Mr. McNeil had a lifelong dream to leave something for KHS seniors that would assist them in furthering their education after high school, and we are proud to carry on his wish. The McNeil Scholarship has a minimum GPA requirement of 2.0 for students entering a four-year degree, granting institution, or a trade-related vocational path. Students are evaluated on the categories of school community, activities and or work experience, leadership, accomplishments, community service involvement, demonstrated character, and awards and recognitions. All of these are very important to the scholarship principles that Mr. McNeil set when he created the Scholarship Trust. In addition, the student McNeil Scholarship essay is an integral part of their scoring rubric for the committee when determining the recipients. The essay prompts asked how being a student at Kingsford High School has allowed them to exemplify the qualities previously mentioned and how it will impact their future endeavors. This evening, we're pleased to honor the newest group of McNeil Scholarship recipients. The 2025 four-year scholarships are in the amount of $3,250 and are renewable for 4 years. Additional 3 years, for the total scholarship amount of $13,000. And the recipients are Jackson Buckley. Jackson, please come up. Reagan Cram. Benjamin Fernetti. Rachel Hackstock. Anna Ivako. Eden Janasek. Taylor Koski. Addison Kriegel. Marin Menza. Ellery Nash. Paulo Oketti. Addison Paternoster. Aubrey Phillips. Abigail Przeskowski. Sierra Scott. Iona Shilton. Addison Sjogren. Morgan Slike. Gavin Trevelyan. Audrey Veal. Jenna View. Jack Walensky. Jack was unable to attend tonight. And then Samantha Wilson. Congratulations to all 4 of your recipients. The two-year scholarship is in the amount of $3,250 and is renewable for an additional year for a total scholarship amount of $6,500. And the recipients are Reed DeGroot, Miley Van Hees, Trenton Van Oss, and Libby Vross. Congratulations to all of our two-year recipients. Next is the Marion Crenshaw Scholarship. The Marion Crenshaw Scholarship was established at KHS in 1992. The trust was developed to honor Mrs. Crenshaw's memory and provide a scholarship support to graduates at Kingsford High School. This year, 4 $1,000 renewable scholarships are proudly being awarded in her name. The 4-year recipients are Kayla Brackett, Jacob Crockford, Sydney Johnson, and Zoe Mellon. Congratulations. Next up is the Brooks Bradley Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established to remember the Brooks Bradley family in 2001. Donna Brooks graduated from KHS in 1969 and remains an active benefactor with her family scholarship. This scholarship honors Donna's parents, Orville Buck Brooks and Judith Olson Brooks, along with her brother Gary W. Brooks and sister Mary Beaver Quick. The Brooks Bradley Scholarship is renewable. This year, 5 $1,000 renewable scholarships are being presented to the following seniors: Sarah Griffin, Sierra Moore, Nicholas Navarra, Levi Stauber, and Kaylee Sundquist. In addition, 2 $500 renewable scholarships are being presented to the following seniors: Gavin Layden and Natalia Provost. Congratulations. Congratulations to your winners. Next is the John Jack Channing Memorial Scholarship. The family of Mr. Channing reached out to us shortly after his passing in 2017 to share their interest in creating this scholarship. Mr. Channing was an industrial arts teacher at KHS for 32 years, retiring in 1986. They shared with us that he always spoke of the pride he had in his students and loved to hear from them as the years went by. The John Jack Channing Memorial Scholarship was developed to recognize a graduating senior that will pursue an associate's degree or certificate at a vocational school or program. At this time, I am proud to award the 2025 Channing Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Jacqueline Stein. Congratulations. Next is the Chris J. Alberti Memorial Scholarship. This new scholarship has been established in honor of the late Chris J. Alberti by his wife Cheryl and daughter Aubrey. Chris was a 1967 graduate of Kingsford High School, and Chris earned a bachelor's degree from Northern Michigan University in education. He spent the majority of his career working at Kingsford High School in the different roles such as drafting teacher, assistant football coach, woodworking teacher, athletic director, and driver's education instructor. At the end of his career, Chris taught social studies at Kingsford Middle School and retired from Brighton Township Schools in 2002. The Chris J. Alberti Memorial Scholarship was developed to recognize a graduating senior that will be pursuing an associate's degree or a certificate at a vocational school or program. At this time, I am proud to award the 2025 Chris J. Alberti Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Kayla Dalt. Congratulations. Next, we'll present the Irene Ranzani Crenshaw Scholarship. This scholarship was established in 1985 by Mr. Marion Crenshaw in memory of his wife Irene. This year, 6 non-renewable Irene Ranzani Crenshaw scholarships in the amount of $500 are being awarded to the following recipients: Travis Garvalia, Gavin Grondin, Isabel Hull, Rock Johnson, Sierra Moore, and Alex Niescholz. Congratulations. Next is the Anita G. Bonkowski Memorial Scholarship. In early 2018, KHS was the recipient of funds from the Anita G. Bonkowski Trust Fund for the purposes of establishing a new scholarship for graduating KHS seniors. Mrs. Bonkowski was a 1936 graduate of KHS. This evening, I am happy to recognize and award the following seniors with a $1,000 scholarship: Madeline Kreider, Paolo Ochetti, Gavin Trevelyan, and Libby Vross. Last year, Brighton Township Schools was very fortunate to receive a generous gift of funds from the Zanardi family, a portion of which has been allocated for scholarships. John and Frances Zanardi lived in Iron Mountain, where they started their family. John earned his undergraduate degree from Ferris State University and completed his graduate work from the University of Detroit. During his time in Iron Mountain, John opened his own private law practice and eventually also served as the Dickinson County prosecutor. Having the same passion for people and education as her husband, Frances earned her degree in business from Ferris State University with intentions of becoming a teacher. However, plans changed for this family when the Zanardis had 3 children together, whom Francis took care of at home. All 3 children graduated from Iron Mountain schools. However, they gifted these generous funds to Brighton Township Schools as well. We are truly fortunate to have the Zanardi family as part of our community and want to take this opportunity to convey our heartfelt appreciation for this very generous donation. Their unwavering commitment to the education has left an indelible mark on our communities, and this donation will have a profound and lasting impact on the lives of our students now and well into the future through gifts of scholarships and funds to be used throughout the school. We're very pleased to present the Zanardi Family Scholarship Award in the amount of $5,000 to the following students: Clara Anderson, Anna Bordolini, Petra Cad, and Lily Villringer. Again, congratulations to all recipients. We're very proud of you. Again, thank you for your leadership. I'd now like to introduce Mrs. Michelle Kleikamp.
Good evening. Congratulations, seniors. This evening, the first scholarship I have to present is the Ron and Diana Tortelli Family Scholarship. The children of Ron and Diana established this scholarship in honor of their parents. They are sincerely hopeful that the Tortelli Family Scholarship will provide financial assistance to graduates of Bishop Baraga Catholic School so that they can pursue their dreams of a post-secondary education. Eligible students must have attended Bishop Baraga in grades 5th through 8th. This evening, I would like to recognize the recipients of this $4,000 scholarship award, and they are Josh Cameron and Alex Nieschultz. Josh was not able to be here tonight. The UP Whitetails Association Scholarship. This scholarship opportunity was established by the UP Whitetails Association of Dickinson County in 1995. Recipients of this scholarship must have plans to continue their education in the area of science or conservation, which includes wildlife, forestry, soil, biology, or law enforcement. At this time, and on behalf of their organization, I am happy to announce the 2025 recipient of a $2,000 scholarship is Hayden Hennis. Congratulations. The Specialty Granules Scholarship. Specialty Granules Incorporated is a leading producer of semi-ceramic coated color mineral granules for the residential and commercial roofing industry. They have a local manufacturing facility in Penbine, Wisconsin, of which their management has been instrumental in the development of this scholarship. This scholarship was first awarded in 2014, and this evening I'm proud to present awards to the 2025 recipients of a $1,000 Specialty Granule Scholarship. Those recipients are Caleb Fornetti and Kaylin Hernandez. the Michigan Elks Most Valuable Student Scholarship. Many places we go around the country, an Elks Lodge can be found. With more than 850,000 members and nearly 2,000 lodges nationwide, the Elks are providing charitable services that help build stronger communities. Kingsford High School seniors can participate in the Michigan Elks Most Valuable Student Scholarship Program each year. This year, 2 exceptional seniors have been recognized, one at the local level and another with state-level honors. At this time, I'd like to recognize the recipients of the Michigan Elks Association Most Valuable Student Scholarship. The first award in the amount of $1,000 goes to Eden Janisek. A second state-level award in the amount of $5,000 goes to Audrey Veal. The Dennis J. Skog Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was developed in 2018 by friends and family of Dennis to honor his memory. Dennis was a 1962 KHS graduate who then went on to complete his post-secondary education at Michigan State. He worked for the state of Michigan until his retirement. Those close to Dennis remember him as a special individual that loved to spend time with his friends and family, loved to travel, and was an avid MSU sports fan. Individuals involved in the establishment of this scholarship speak about what a special person he was and the inspiration to have his legacy continue on through this scholarship. The scholarship for 2025 is a non-renewable award in the amount of $500, and I am happy to recognize as the recipient, Addison Shogren. Next, I have the Vines Family Scholarship to present. Mr. and Mrs. Arthur Vines developed this scholarship to recognize an outstanding senior that has been an active member and participant on the KHS varsity football team. The Vines are school boosters like none other. They have a passion for the athletics, academics, and facilities that encompass the Brighton Township School District and want to share that passion in recognizing an outstanding young man that has been a member of the KHS varsity football team. Mr. and Mrs. Vines offer their talents to many programs and projects within the Brighton Township School District. Their passion for being a flivver and supporting flivver athletics is what led to the development of this scholarship. After losing his starting tackle due to an injury in the preseason scrimmage, Coach Navarra needed someone to fill the position in a hurry. He asked one of his running backs to fill the position with only days of practice before facing Escanaba and never having played tackle before. He ended up as an honorable mention all-conference. He put his team, coaches, and teammates ahead of himself when he switched to tackle from running back and had a good time doing it. This is what being a flivver is all about. For this reason, Art Vines has selected Andreas Finley as this year's Vines Family Scholarship recipient. The Peterson Family Scholarship. The Peterson family established the scholarship in memory of Jeff and Buzz Peterson in 2010. After the recent passing of their mother, Marcia, the family donated additional funds to the scholarship account and will keep her memory in the forefront as this scholarship is awarded now and in the future. It is their wish to provide opportunities for graduating seniors at KHS by helping them to further their education. On behalf of the Peterson family, I am proud to announce that the 2025 recipient of this $500 scholarship is Alyssa Larson. The Dr. Dennis and Carol Ziemba Arts Scholarship. Dr. Ziemba created this scholarship in memory of his late wife, Carol Ann, in 2010. Following Dennis's passing, his children renamed the scholarship and dedicated more funding to continue it. The Ziemba family is very proud to recognize KHS seniors pursuing a college education incorporating the arts. Tonight, one $700 Ziemba scholarship is being awarded, and the recipient is Kaylin Hernandez. The Irving G. Olson Nursing Scholarship. This scholarship has a long-standing history at KHS in recognizing graduating seniors that choose to pursue nursing at Bay College. It is my pleasure at this time to award the 2025 Olson Nursing Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Isabella Jane. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Zach Wedge to the podium.
All right, I get the luxury of doing a first-time scholarship. So if you look in your programs too, you can see there's a little asterisk by the new scholarships, and it's kind of neat to see so many people wanting to give back to our students. So the first one that I will be presenting is in memory of Virginia Nasserini and Glenn Beidel. Virginia Nasserini Beidel was a KHS graduate in the class of 1947. This $2,500 scholarship is presented to a graduating senior who is pursuing a degree in mechanical engineering or business administration. With this being the first year, the inaugural scholarship recipient is Wyatt Shippey. So a little bit off script. If you remember early in the program, the middle school called us out on our spirit. Do you guys remember that? Way back. So this is that scholarship. I got that duty to, but we're going to play that back. I think Mr. Cowan recorded that, so we'll put that in our staff meetings all year, so we're not in the same position. So the KHS Genes for a Cause Scholarship. The faculty and staff at KHS do have school spirit, and we developed this scholarship to share their school spirit and do that by recognizing seniors with a scholarship award. With school spirit, we have the opportunity to make everyone, staff and students alike, feel that they are part of something great in Flivver Nation, whether elementary, middle, or high school. We really value that. So at this time, I would like to present two $500 scholarship awards. The recipients are Ellery Nash and Iona Shilton. The Gordon C. Kleiman Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established at KHS in honor of the late Gordon C. Kleiman. Mr. Kleiman was a 1944 graduate of Kingsford High School. He led a successful career in food and agriculture industry. It was his hope to share his passion for hard work and innovative thinking by helping the students of KHS further their education. On behalf of Mr. Kleiman's family, I would like to present this scholarship in the amount of $1,500 to Gage Kuchmick. The Joe Dyert Memorial Scholarship. Mrs. Norma Dyert and her family developed the scholarship in 2009 to honor the memory of her late husband, Joe. Applicants for the scholarship must be pursuing a degree in the areas of environmental engineering or environmental sciences. Mrs. Dyert shared with us that the environment and the outdoors were always very close to Joe's heart. This year's recipient of $500 is Hayden Hennis. The Taylor Bosley Memorial Scholarship. The family of Taylor Bosley established this scholarship to honor her memory and remember the special person that brought such a beautiful smile everywhere she went and shared with all those that she encountered. We are pleased to announce this year's recipients of a $500 scholarship are Rock Johnson, Marin Menza, Aubrey Phillips, Audrey Veal, and Lily Vilringer. I just want to say you're a very polite audience today. Like, really. The Zeeb Trucking Vocational Scholarship was created. Zeeb Trucking created this scholarship to recognize a Kingsford High School graduate senior as they pursue their dream of attending a post-secondary vocational training program or a 2-year college program and then entering the world of work. Dennis Zeeb, owner, has a passion for helping students that are interested in furthering their education and then entering the world of work as the next generation of the KHS graduates, embarking on new careers as successful employees. We are pleased to present this 2-year scholarship in the amount of $750 renewable for an additional year for a total of $1,500 to Miley Van Hees. The Jolene Tremmel Memorial Scholarship. The Jolene Tremmel Memorial Scholarship honors the memory of Jolene, a compassionate and caring Kingsford High School senior from the class of 2018. Tragically, Jolene passed away in a car accident before she could begin her nursing studies at Northeast Wisconsin Technical College, NWTC. This scholarship was established to support a graduating KHS senior pursuing a college education in the medical field, ensuring Jolene's dream of helping others' lives on. The recipient of the Jolene Tremmel Memorial Scholarship is Eden Janosek. The Charles and Patricia Ryan Nelson Scholarship was established at Kingsford High School in 1999. The 2025 Nelson Scholarship is in the amount of $1,000 and is renewable for an additional 3 years. At this time, I am honored to recognize this year's scholarship recipients. Garrett Brown, Hunter Giesaw, Justin Larson, Madeline Kreider, Clara Ryan, she was unable to attend tonight, Taylor Olson, and Romer White. The Vera Ruth Kezar Memorial Scholarship was established in 2008. Mrs. Kezar worked as the nurse and utilization coordinator at the VA Medical Center for 32 years before retiring. This scholarship was established to make a positive difference in the nursing profession by awarding a scholarship to an individual pursuing a degree in the Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. This 1 year $500 scholarship award, and the recipient is Taylor Olson. I would now like to invite Mrs. Kendall Sutton to the podium.
Hi, good evening, and congratulations, class of 2025. I'm very proud of you, and I will miss you terribly. The KHS class of 1971 Robert Van Lannen Scholarship. Kingsford High School class of 1971 alumni, Robert Van Lannen, established this scholarship to give back to his alma mater by helping a KHS graduating senior and furthering their education. The recipients of this $1,000 scholarship are Mason Tappy and Miley Van Hees. This next scholarship is the American Martyrs Monsignor Joseph Waugh Scholarship. Monsignor Joe has a sincere desire to honor KHS graduating seniors who are members of the Church of the American Martyrs in recognition of their outstanding accomplishments and contributions of service. on Monsignor Joe's behalf for a $1,000 contribution and the American Martyrs Parish for a $2,000 contribution, I am proud to award the following graduating seniors with a total of a $3,000 scholarship. Those students are Ellery Nash, Addison Paternoster, and Samantha Wilson.
Congratulations, guys. Congrats, Addison. Good job, Sammy. Just Dr. Susan Ratz. Oh, yes, sorry. That's okay.
This next scholarship is the Robert Spencer Memorial Scholarship. Mr. Spencer had a sincere passion for working with young people, not only as a teacher, but also in the role of senior class advisor. This is the second year we are awarding the Robert D. Spencer Memorial Scholarship, and I am proud to announce the recipients of a $1,000 scholarship are Caden Hart, Penelope Garver, Addison Kriegel, and Alyssa Larson. This next scholarship is the Dr. Susan Ratz Scholarship. Dr. Susan Ratz is a 1970 graduate of KHS. She had a long career as a registered dietitian before obtaining her doctorate in nutrition. As a researcher at the University of Minnesota Medical School and the USDA, she did work evaluating dietary intake in the promotion of optimal health and the prevention of chronic diseases. She is currently retired, but serving as an adjunct professor at the Department of Food, Science, and Nutrition at the University of Minnesota, and she operated a clinical nutritional private practice. For the graduating class of 2025, she has chosen to award one $1,000 non-renewable scholarship, and on her behalf, I am honored to present the Dr. Susan Ratz Scholarship to Abigail Preslikowski. The Arnholder Gussert Family Scholarship. KHS alumnus Casey Gussert Arnholder and her husband Eric have created a scholarship to honor their passion for the medical field and their commitment to helping younger generations fulfill their dreams of a college education. Casey is the director of inpatient pharmacy at the Aurora Medical Center, Sheboygan County, Sheboygan Vince Lombardi Cancer Clinic, and the Two Rivers Vince Lombardi Cancer Clinic. Eric is a regional support team pharmacist for Walgreens. Applicants for this scholarship must be pursuing a degree in the healthcare field and must have been involved in extracurricular activities as well as community service activities throughout high school. Casey and Eric felt this year's recipient's essay stood out above the rest and definitely highlighted her passion to be within the medical field. The recipient of a $500 scholarship is Taylor Olson.
Congrats again.
The Camerons Helping Others Scholarship. The Price family established the Camerons Helping Others Scholarship to help carry on Cameron's love for learning and helping others. The scholarship requirements were broad because Cameron always wanted everyone to have the same opportunities. This year's recipient demonstrated the characteristics of helping others and learned valuable life lessons from her experiences in volunteering. Although there were several qualified applicants, the Price family has chosen Callie Gwanquist as the recipient of a $500 Cameron Helping Others Scholarship. Congratulations. Good job. The following scholarships are being awarded to students who will be attending Michigan Technological University. These scholarships, though offered through MTU, are designated specifically for Kingsford High School students, and the selection process involves the Kingsford High School Scholarship Committee. The first is the MTU James A. Clugnas Scholarship. The MTU James A. Clugnas Scholarship is awarded annually to an outstanding graduate of Iron Mountain and/or Kingsford High School for study at Michigan Tech University. The Clugnas Scholarship is renewable for a total of 4 years, provided the recipient maintains a cumulative GPA of 3.25 and carries an average course load of 16 credits per semester. The KHS recipient of the 2025 James A. Clugnas Scholarship in the amount of $2,500, renewable for an additional 3 years for a total of $10,000, is Riley Dukes. Congratulations. Good job, bud. The MTU Peter G. Perla Endowed Scholarship. The Peter G. Perla Endowed Scholarship was established at Michigan Tech to recognize deserving graduates of Kingsford High School. To be considered for the Perla Scholarship, students must possess an overall GPA of 2.5 or higher, have been active in community service and/or extracurricular activities, and in general have been a credit to the school and community. The KHS recipient of the 2025 Peter G. Perla Endowed Scholarship in the amount of $1,200, renewable for an additional 3 years for a total of $4,800, is Romer White. A little earlier today, we thought Romer wasn't going to MTU, and we were all freaking out.
It turns out it was college.
Yeah, all good. The last scholarship I'll present is the Danielson Insurance Agency Scholarship. The Danielson Insurance Agency Incorporated developed this scholarship to recognize KHS graduates in pursuing their dreams of attending college. Danielson Insurance was founded in 1982, and as a local company, they believe in supporting the community. The agency has started this annual $1,000 scholarship, and I am pleased to present the 2025 Scholarship Award to Sophia Roosh. And next up is Mr. Lindbeck, who's ready to stand up, I think.
Thank you. Jalen Jenny's Memorial Scholarship. Jalen was a positive and active student at KHS. She excelled in her studies and athletic activities and loved to work and help others. She was an avid sports fan and a participant and spectator. Since she was a young girl, Jalen dreamed of attending the University of Michigan. And with a much determination during her illness, she graduated with honors with a Bachelor's of Science degree in kinesiology in 2019. The Jennings family established this scholarship to honor Jalen's love for the University of Michigan and support Kingsford High School students in following their dream of becoming a future Future Wolverine. Tonight we are pleased to present the Jalen Jennings Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 and is renewable for an additional 3 years for a total of $4,000 to Audrey Veal. The June D. Weissenen Memorial Scholarship. This evening, we are proudly to honor 2 seniors in the graduating class of 2025 with a scholarship honoring Mrs. Weissenen's lifelong commitment to education. One scholarship is being awarded to a student pursuing a vocational or technical 2-year degree, and one scholarship is being awarded to a 4-year college-bound student. A vocational scholarship in the amount of $2,500 is being awarded to the following senior: Mason Tappy. And the 4-year college-bound scholarship in the amount of $5,000 is awarded to the following senior and Romer White. If you didn't catch that, I was out of order. The program is not, just to make sure you guys are still here. The Tim Touchette Legacy Scholarship is a scholarship valued at $1,500 and being offered in the memory of Staff Sergeant Timothy Touche, a 2002 graduate of Florence High School and an honored member of the Wisconsin National Guard. Tim left his mark on the world and touched countless lives through his selfless service and dedication and commitment to his country, fellow service members, and many friends and his beloved family. This evening, we will have 2. We are proud to award a 2025 Tim Touche Legacy Scholarship to Clara Anderson and Ivano Avaco. The Marquette Builders Exchange Scholarship. On behalf of the Marquette Builders Exchange, we are happy to recognize one of our graduating seniors that have been selected to receive a $500 scholarship. Members of the exchange represent the construction companies, building trades, suppliers, and other construction affiliates. They are member-owned, nonprofit organization, and I am pleased to assist the Marquette Builders Exchange in recognizing the following students for this award: Aubrey Phillips and Levi Stauber. Congratulations. The William and Elaine Kleiman Scholarship. The William and Elaine Kleiman Scholarship was established at KHS in 1993. This scholarship alternates each year between a 4-year and a 2-year college-bound student. Since its inception, over $10,000 has been awarded in Kleiman scholarships. Tonight, one $750 scholarship is being awarded to a 2-year student, and the recipient is Sydney Johnson. the Andrew Corsi Scholarship. This scholarship was established by the Corsi family more than 18 years ago, and since 2001, over $10,000 has been awarded by the Andrew Corsi Fund. Tonight, one $500 scholarship is being awarded to a KHS senior for the class of 2025. And the recipient is Angelina Molina. The Scott Mickelson Scholarship was established by Mr. and Mrs. Donald Mickelson in memory of their son, Scott. He was a KHS graduate with the class of 1993. One $500 non-renewable scholarship is being awarded, and the recipient is Dakota Woodward. The St. Mary Queen of Peace Scholarship, in recognition of outstanding accomplishments of contributions of service to the Queen of Peace Parish, and on behalf of Father Mike, I am happy to award a $500 scholarship to the following seniors: Ben Fernetti, Aubrey Phillips, and Gavin Trevelyan. The Woodland PTO Scholarship established the scholarship to recognize graduating seniors that have attended Woodland Elementary. Applicants must have attended Woodland Elementary for at least 3 years. This year, 2 students will be receiving a $500 award, and they are Honors Finley and Jade Miller. The Bibiani Bassett Scholarship, and on behalf of the Diocese of Marquette, I am pleased to announce and recognize 2 graduating seniors that are recipients of the 2025 Bibiani Bassett Scholarship. This scholarship aids graduating seniors who are pursuing a college or vocational education with award selection based on academic achievement. At this time, I would like to recognize the 2025 Bassett Scholarship Awards in the amount of $300 to Sydney Johnson, Aubrey Phillips, Ellery Nash, and Abigail Prezolkowski. And now I'd like to invite Assistant Principal Mr. Yankee to the podium.
Good evening. The first award that I'll be announcing tonight is the James F. Lee Memorial Scholarship. The family of James F. Lee established this scholarship in his memory and his passion and contribution to education. Mr. Lee was a 1954 graduate of Kingsford High School and was very proud to be an alumnus of KHS and to be called a Flivver. This year's James F. Lee recipients are Anna Bordolini and Alyssa Larson. The next award is the I'm Worthy Scholarship. I'd like to share a few words on behalf of the anonymous donor. Dear I'm Worthy recipient, congratulations on being the 2025 recipient of the I'm Worthy Scholarship. You are indeed just that, worthy. In reviewing all the nominations, there were many solid candidates for this award, but you stood out. You've shown a very mature response to the hardships you've outlined and a resilience to not only navigate through it, but to shine through it. We can only imagine there were probably hardships outside of what you could put in the application, yet you've not allowed that to alter your ambitions. We see you. You are worthy because you accept these challenges and still work to be selfless and also supporting others around you. While there are things you do directly to support them, we hope you know the power of indirect influence. They see you. I'm confident people around you see what you may believe is unseen. So keep being an example of resiliency, of overcoming challenges, of selflessness, and of strength. In doing so, you'll not only help yourself, but will likely raise the posture of others around you who look to emulate your behaviors. Life will throw more at you, but you have already shown the right attitude and skills to be able to navigate through the unknown. Be confident in yourself. Know that the committee is confident in you. You are forever part of a small community of people on planet Earth. You are a scholarship winner. You are indeed worthy. Congratulations from the I'm Worthy Scholarship Committee. I'm pleased to present Anna Abaco with this year's I'm Worthy Scholarship in the amount of $500. Congratulations. The next award is the American Red Cross Young Minds Change Lives Scholarship. High schools that have conducted an American Red Cross blood drive or drives during the school year are eligible to participate in this scholarship program. The scholarship is available for graduating seniors from high schools participating in the Young Minds Change Lives Scholarship program. The scholarship amount is determined by totaling the number of units collected at the school blood drives held during the program timeframe. Applicants for the scholarship must have participated in the coordination of the blood drives and or made a donation of blood at the blood drives. The award amount for this scholarship will be determined after the June blood drive. For 2025, we are happy to recognize the following graduating seniors: Reagan Cram, Taylor Koski, and Anna Abaco. Congrats. Our next scholarship this evening is the Robert St. Louis Scholarship. The family of Mr. St. Louis established a scholarship in 2009 to honor his memory and his dedication and passion to the education of our youth. Tonight, two $500 scholarships are being awarded to KHS seniors in the class of 2025. The recipients are Nathaniel Connor and Bretton Rouse. Our next scholarship is the A.J. Massey Scholarship. It was established by the Massey family in 2001 to honor his memory. At this time, I'm happy to present the 2025 A.J. Massey Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Kayla Dalt. Congrats. Next up is the Math and Science Scholarship. This scholarship was established last year by an anonymous donor. Inspired by their own experiences of receiving financial support for their education, the donors believe strongly in the value of learning and its significant long-term benefits. At this time, I would like to recognize Abigail Preslakowski as the recipient of a $1,000 Math and Science Scholarship. Our next award is the Emmanuel Betty and Michael Pancari Memorial Scholarship. The children of Emmanuel and Betty Pancari created this scholarship to honor the memory of their parents and brother Michael, and was first awarded in 2014. This evening, I'm honored to present the 2025 Emmanuel Betty and Michael Pancari Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Jenna View. And the final scholarship that I will be presenting this evening is the Tom and Lou Edwards Vocational Scholarship. The family of Tom and Lou Edwards have established this new scholarship at KHS to honor a senior that is pursuing a certificate, technical diploma, or a 2-year degree. Tom Edwards started his career in automotive field alongside his brother at their Shell station in Aurora. He purchased a GM dealership in Iron Mountain in 1968, which the Edwards family proudly continues to operate today. He's fondly remembered by his family and friends as a man that was very generous and carried with him a special ambition to make life better for his family. On behalf of Mrs. Edwards and the entire family, I am proud to award the 2025 scholarship in the amount of $500 to Miley Van Hees. Congrats. Now I would like to invite Mrs. Jamie Lockhart to the podium.
The Iron Mountain Kingsford Credit Union Scholarship was established in 2012 to support education and to honor the accomplishments of outstanding students from Kingsford High School. This year's recipient of a one-time $500 award goes to Zoe Mellon. The Boyce U of M Scholarship. The Boyce U of M Scholarship was developed by Dr. George and Gloria Boyce to provide scholarship support to students attending the University of Michigan. Dr. Boyce himself was a 1940 U of M graduate. He was very actively involved in the scholarship process until his passing and was very proudly like to meet his scholarship recipients. On behalf of the Boyce family, I'm happy to recognize the following senior with a one-time award of $5,000, Ben Fernetti. the Guido and Cecilia Jaffola Memorial Scholarship. In 2016, the Brighton Township School District was the recipient of a monetary gift through the trust of the Guido and Cecilia Jaffola family. The 2025 Jaffola Scholarship is in the amount of $1,000 and is renewable for an additional 3 years. At this time, I'm honored to recognize this year's Jaffola Scholarship recipients, Riley Dukes and Gavin Moore. The Garrett F. Lee Memorial Scholarship. Garrett F. Lee, a 1959 graduate of Kingsford High School and the third of 5 siblings, embodied a spirit of service from a young age. His dedication was recognized on September 30th, 1956, when Kingsford Troop 510 bestowed upon him the prestigious Eagle Scout Award. This commitment to service continued during his time as president of the Iota Chi chapter of Alpha Phi Omega at Northern Michigan University. This national service fraternity, grounded in the principles of the Boy Scouts of America, further solidified his values. After graduating from NMU in 1963, Garrett moved to Chicago to begin his career as a supervisor with Campbell's Soup Company. However, his service-oriented path took a different turn just 3 months later when he was drafted into the U.S. Army. He served his country in the Vietnam War and tragically lost his life in action on November 17, 1965, during the Battle of Ia Drang. In lasting tribute to Garrett F. Lee's memory, this scholarship has been established through the generous contributions of former military members and the Lee family, ensuring his legacy of commitment and service continues to inspire future generations. The recipient of this $1,000 scholarship is Anna Bordolini. The Kingsford Youth Wrestling Scholarship. The Kingsford Youth Wrestling Club offers a scholarship each year, which is awarded to a KHS graduating senior that has participated in wrestling during their high school career. A committee of the Kingsford Youth Wrestling Club reviews applications and selects a recipient on the basis of overall attitude, conduct on and off the mat, GPA, volunteer hours to the youth wrestling, essay content, and qualities that make them a good role model. It is my pleasure to present the 2025 Kingsford Youth Wrestling Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Reed DeGroot. The Tony Spigarelli Memorial Scholarship. The family members of Tony Spigarelli established this scholarship to honor his memory. Tony was a 2008 Kingsford High School graduate. It is his family's wish to help further the education of a college-bound student who shared his love of soccer. This year's recipient of a $1,000 scholarship is Audrey Veal. The Ray Drake Kingsford Football Alumni Scholarship. In 2007, a group of individuals came together with the vision of recognizing KHS football athletes with a scholarship named after Mr. Ray Drake. Each year since then, they have awarded one $1,000 renewable scholarship to a selected recipient in the amount of $4,000 total. The Ray Drake Kingsford Football Alumni Scholarship Committee has selected the following senior as the recipient of the 2025 scholarship: Nick Navarra. Hometown Lumber Scholar Athlete. Hometown Lumber graciously offers this scholarship each year to a graduating senior. It is offered to a senior boy or girl to be used in any field of education or vocational training of 9 months in duration or longer. Any Kingsford High School senior, boy or girl, is eligible to apply if he or she has at least a 3.0 grade average or better and has participated and earned a minimum of 3 varsity letters during their high school career in any sport. On behalf of the Hometown Lumber Committee, I am pleased to award the 2025 Scholar Athlete Award to Anna Bordolini. Now, Mr. Lindbeck will proceed with presenting top 10% and high honors.
It is my pleasure to introduce you to the top 10% and the high honors. Up first, our top 10%. Jackson Buckley. Reagan Cram. Benjamin Fernetti. Anna Avaco. Taylor Koski. Madeline Kreider. Zoe Mellon. Marin Menza. Ellery Nash, Paolo Ketty, Abigail Prezlikowski, Sierra Scott, Iona Shilton, Levi Stauber, Gavin Trevelyan, and Michael Walensky. Now it is my pleasure to introduce you to the high honors, which is a GPA 4.0 or higher. Jackson Buckley, Reagan Cram, Ben Fernetti, Anna Avaco, Sydney Johnson, Taylor Koski, Addison Kriegel, Madeline Kreider, Zoe Mellon, Marin Menza, Ellery Nash, Paolo Ketty, Aubrey Phillips, Abigail Prezlikowski, Sierra Scott, Iona Shilton, Morgan Schleich, Levi Stauber, Gavin Trevelyan, and Audrey Veal, and Michael Walensky. Watch the crunches now. We don't need more. Well, I got you guys all sitting back down. We're going to be standing back up here in a few minutes. Hey, right, Abby? On behalf of Kingsford High School and Brighton Township Schools, I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you and on your incredible accomplishments and the scholarships you've been offered here tonight. It's truly been a joy to share this evening with you and celebrate what you have achieved. Class of 2025, it has been an absolute honor to walk beside you through the years and watch you grow in the last 4. You're a remarkable class, and you will be deeply missed when you graduate. As your time at Kingsford High School comes to a close and you get ready to write your next chapter of your journey, I encourage you to leave one last page of that chapter and once again take a moment to thank your teachers, as it is Teacher Appreciation Week. But also thank your parents and all those who have supported you along the way. And then spend some time with your friends and your classmates and share the stories and hold on to the memories that you have made here. We're also proud of you. We can't wait to see what your life takes you to next. You'll always be a part of the Kingsford family, and we look forward to hearing all about the amazing things you'll go on to do. And as a reminder, all scholarship recipients, at the conclusion of tonight's ceremony, we ask you to go to the Gold Gym for a group photo. And we invite all of you to join us outside the auditorium for a social gathering after the presentation. And once again, thank you all for being here. Congratulations, and have a wonderful evening.